Good morning, everyone. Thank you to the Empower and Serve Kenya team for organizing this event and hosting all of us today. I'm really honored to speak here on behalf of the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, DLab, and our Innovation Ecosystem Builder Fellowship. MITDlab has based our 15 years of work on the belief that the innovators and entrepreneurs who are tackling problems and addressing opportunities in their own local communities hold the keys to solving many of the world's greatest challenges. So we're overjoyed to contribute to this, the first Grassroots Entrepreneurship Summit in Kenya. For entrepreneurs in any context, there are a lot of opportunities to fail between the first moment of inspiration and the point at which you've established your place in the market and are creating impact in your community. Without a financial safety net or a community of support, without functional infrastructure or accommodating public policy, without local expertise or affordable business services or mentorship or role models or access to relevant information, that is, without many of the things that grassroots entrepreneurs often struggle to find, succeeding is much, much harder. Some of us in this room work to help provide some of these elements to entrepreneurs we work with. Some are entrepreneurs who have had to go out and build these things for ourselves. What the incredible grassroots entrepreneurs and their supporters that work with us at MITDlab and our research and our programs have taught us is that as long as enough of us are willing to work together, no gap in support or lack of resource is wholly insurmountable. That doesn't mean it's easy. In fact, we all know that when we're competing for the same funding or trying to define our place in a crowded market, it's in fact really difficult to justify taking the time and accepting the risks involved in overcoming our distrust of one another or our frustration with each other's limitations and actually working together. And even when we commit to working together, often it's hard to know exactly what we should do, what we should be trying to accomplish together, and how best to go about it. This is why MITDlab launched the Innovation Ecosystem Builders Fellowship last year, of which Empower and Serve Kenya, your host, is a member of the inaugural cohort. We're trying to learn and to share with as many others as possible. What are the successful strategies that support organizations and entrepreneurs can use when working together to decrease the number of grassroots entrepreneurs in their communities who fail? And we're trying to figure out what are the skills we all most need to build in order to follow these strategies most reliably. Ultimately, you are all in the best position to figure out together what needs to be done. But based on the stories of other successes and failures that we've collected, I can offer a few suggestions about ways to make the most of this event and your future collaborations. These build on the experiences of our partners and the research and thinking of my DLab colleague Elizabeth Hofecker, whose work you can read in an article recently published by the Stanford Social Innovation Review. First, try to find people who enthusiastically share your vision or your objectives, and don't worry too much about whether they're the most influential, well-connected, or well-resourced people in the room. Second, don't feel you have to tackle the biggest challenges first. Start by sharing what's already working well, and take steps to remove the next set of barriers. After that, you can build on the momentum created by your early wins. And finally, don't forget to celebrate your successes and share them with others in your community. Just because you're sitting in the audience today doesn't mean you have to just be a passive listener. I hope you find ways to reflect and connect and make your voice heard, and that the connections you make here today lead to real progress down the road. We look forward to learning from your experiences and insights, and when it's helpful and possible, finding ways to inform and support your efforts. Sending our best wishes from MIT.